Howdy folks, Boilerette 66 back again with part 3 of the Skyrim walkthrough, and where I'm telling you different things that you need to do, or what you should do anyway while you are playing this game. There really is no need to do's at all in this game because it is a free roam game. You could not do any of the missions at all and just run around and kill animals and creatures and all that and level up a whole lot slower than what you would if you were actually doing the different quests. Or you can just bypass the main storyline and kind of create your own storyline in a way, whatever you wanted to do. But I am basically showing you somewhat the storyline and things you should do and how to get through certain things as well. So right now what we're going to do is go from Riverwood, where we had just taken back the golden claw that we had gotten from Bleak Falls Barrow, and we are going to head over to White Run. And I am going to go ahead and quick travel just to make it that much easier. We're going to fast travel over there, and we're going to go give the wizard this dragon stone that we had gotten.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
I work with my mother.
Now
Sell fruits and vegetables.
I had showed you in, I believe, the last video about this shrine of Talos. Besides listening to this idiot ramble, you, if you ever come across vampires, if you're not sure if you contracted vampirism, make sure you come and pray at the shrine and go ahead and get the blessing. All diseases cured. If you catch it early enough, you can get rid of it by that. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to. There's actually a quest later on in the game that you're going to want to be a vampire for, but there's no curing it then.
I'm the commander of the guard.
I don't give a shit. I really don't, dude. Okay, so you're going to come in here and...
The terminology is... the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means... So your information was...
Yeah, I don't care. Okay, so here's the enchanting table I was telling you about at the very end of the last video. That I was going to show you how to use it. So we're going to go ahead and use the Arcane Enchanter. To enchant an item, you must know an enchantment and have a filled soul gem to power the enchantment. Enchantments are learned by disenchanting enchanted items, and it actually does destroy the item. So you want to make sure that you are using something that you don't care if you lose. So I'm going to go ahead and disenchant the Iron Mace of Sparks. That way I can learn the enchantment of the sparks, basically. So are you sure you want to destroy this item and learn its effects? Yes. So now I know how to use the shock damage enchantment. So if you want to enchant something, now what you're going to do is you're going to first pick an item, which I am going to pick the oh man, I don't know if the dude will still have the Ancient Nord bow. It don't matter, I'll go ahead and enchant it, because it's still good even without the enchantment. Then you would pick your enchantment, and you only know shock damage so far. So you pick that, you pick a soul gem. Okay, well, what is this? Okay. Okay, so if you have a huge soul gem, you can get more charges. Let me try 44 and see if that will let me use the common soul gem to do it. And craft it by hitting R. Enchant item, yes. Okay, so that worked. I would have had to have a bigger one if I would have went all the way up to 317. I would have needed a bigger soul gem. So that did work. So now we have, let me go ahead and get out of here and open up our items menu to our weapons, and now the ancient Nord bow, the target takes 6 points of shock damage and half as much magicka damage. So that's how you go ahead and enchant an item, by disenchanting something to learn how to do that particular thing. You're going to lose those charges as it goes down, and what you have to do is recharge it with a soul gem. There is somewhere you'll find eventually a weapon that has I can't think of the name of it offhand. Damn it, I wish I could. But anyway, it has a enchantment that it will actually take a soul if the creature or person or whatever dies within a certain amount of time after you hit them. Like say 3 seconds, 7 seconds, something. And then what happens is, if you've got one of these gems that are empty, like this lesser soul gem that I have here, or the petty soul gems that I have here, and they're empty, what it does is it grabs the person's soul, the creature's soul, whatever, and puts it into these gems, and that's how you get a full soul gem. So now that I've explained that, let's get out of here. And I don't know why I hit the E button. I better check my items again real quick. That was dumb. E doesn't do anything, so I'm good, I think. Yeah, I hope. Okay, I can take this off of favorite, though, because I won't be using the battle axe anymore. I'm going to be using the great sword of cold when I'm using a melee weapon. So now that we've done that, we need to go talk to the Jarl again.
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you.
So he gave us the hide bracers of wielding. Let's take a look at our apparel. One-handed attacks do 15% more damage. All that's going to do is give me more gold. I will not be using that. Armor rating is less than what we're already wearing. And I don't have a one-handed weapon anyway. The sword I'm going to be using is a two-handed sword. Bows don't count as a one-handed weapon. I guess because you use two hands to fire it. I don't know. So
I'm here working on ways to defend
that's
the
just
city
going to
against
be
these
gold.
dragons.
As you command.
One last thing,
I'll
Irileth.
see you at the watchtower
This isn't a
as soon as
death
the
or
rest of the
glory
men have
mission.
gathered.
I need to know what we're dealing with.
So we're going to go to the watchtower.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all visitors to Whiterun.
So he already gave orders that I could buy property here in Whiterun. And I already, in fact, I think it was in episode 1 or part 1, whatever you want to call it.
The guards in Dragon Street say you aided
Had
the
already
Yard.
showed which one that will be, but I'm going to do it again just in case somebody did not watch part 1 and they're watching this one now. And it costs 5,000 gold, so it's going to be a while before we can actually buy it. But this right here is the house
Judging by your armor, I'd say you're an imperial
that you're going to
scout.
be able to buy.
So well met.
And it's got a kitchen and a room that will be used for alchemy, and then it's got your bedroom upstairs, and it's got your another room for your companion upstairs as well. Which you'll find out about the companion once we get back from going and killing this dragon. And her name is Lydia. Take the quick route down, and we're going to go out here, I do believe. Well, first thing I got to do. I wanted to show you that if you hit your escape key, you've got your quest journal here, and you want to see what is actually being tracked. So right now the only thing being tracked is the Dragon Rising, so that's good. But you also got miscellaneous quests. Whenever you got these miscellaneous things, those are side quests. You don't have to do them at all for the main storyline, or you can do them as you want to do them. And then it's got your listing of things you've already done. Got your general stats in case you're curious about things that you've done, and just about everything that you can do here. And then you've got your save as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out of that. I do want to level up real quick. Looks like I've leveled up a couple times. Good deal. So we're going to go to archery. Can we put more on it? Yes, we can. Now we do 40% more damage. Okay, the next one I want to go to is speech. Can I do anything on speech yet? Yes. Those are the two main things I go for, is speech and archery, because I always play the part as an archer. I do a lot more with the archery than anything else. So let's go ahead and head over where we got to go. I don't know why that's showing me going back to the castle. I have no clue. Unless she's still there. Where is that place we meet up at? Ah, it's right over here, I do believe. Yep, right here. So we're just waiting on them to show up now. Where'd that elk go? I think he ran from me. There was a big elk out here. He took off running, I'm sure. I just want to see how much more damage I do now that I've got it set at like 40% more damage or whatever. Gosh, she's taking her sweet time getting here. Here they come. We're gonna have our first dragon battle. And this is not easy by any means. I can't guarantee I won't die
No
once.
signs of any dragon right now. But it
Twice.
sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Okay, so then you come down here to the tower itself. Might as well get your bow out, ready to go. Bow is definitely the only way to go with this battle. Why, oh why is it doing this to me?
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
Guardsman, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Kinneret, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Alright, where are you at? There he is. You want to keep an eye on him and see where he's going to drop down at. He usually drops out here. There, yep, right there. And just hit him with arrows as much as you can. And I just hit the dang bricks. Make sure you stay out of his fire. And I went right back into the burning weeds. You're dropping at, okay. You want to keep moving as best you can and keep an eye on where he's at, where he's coming down, because shooting that flame at you. Hitting him while he's in the sky is very, very difficult to do, so I wouldn't even try. Your best bet is to stay away from where the rest of them are, and so he goes after the masses, and you got better shots at him. Just about got him dead. And there it is. He is gone.
Let's make sure that overgrown lizard is really dead. Damn good.
So now we got steel arrows, dragon bones, and scales. Bring a lot of cash. Got our iron arrows back. We might as well take that. Oh, we'll just take everything. We're just going to sell it all anyway. This is the amazing thing right here. Alright, we now have a shout. Which, remember when I was down in that cave and I told you that when you hear that sound, look for that indented area where I had absorbed that one, or learnt that one shout. These souls of the dragons is what lets you use those shouts. Another word of power. And I don't think it's another one. I think it's just that the soul now lets you use that word of power that you learned while you was in that cave. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my magic, go to shouts, and I'm going to equip unrelenting force. Yeah, that's what it is. Go ahead and close that. And as it says, you use Z to shout. I'm going to aim it up so I don't
I can't believe it. You're dragonborn.
Or, no, I'm gonna...
In the very
Hold
oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Now, I want to make sure I don't hit them. Sometimes they get pissed off.
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us. Do you believe in this dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecar. You ain't a Norn.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are dragonborn, then.
Oh my god! What manner of power is that?
Now, you don't want to be doing that in town, because the guards don't like it. In fact, usually they come to you and say, "You stop this." I'll even show you. I'm going to go into town and do it. Go ahead and put that away. Really, I don't think I'm that far into this video, so we'll go ahead and continue on a little bit more. Now, have you heard that? I've seen that the ground shook and everything. That was a call. And I do believe the Jarl tells us what that was all about when we get back up there and talk to him.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back to where
Those
you
guys
came.
will give you another quest. The ones at the gate right there.
Why, Eastman, you did it. You killed the dragon.
Fresh vegetables. Still warm in the oven.
Gotta let that simmer down there, and
There's been talk amongst the guards. You are dragon. But such a thing. Surely that's not possible.
well, they're not gonna tell me to stop yet, I guess. Get close to another guard and do it again to see if it happens then. See if there's one up here. No. Dang it. They want to make a liar out of me. Now, I don't want to do it in here because it could knock things all askew on tables and everything else, and yeah, this place is just a mess after that.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summon. So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
I made the mistake of hitting that when he was getting ready to say you heard the summons. That was what we had heard on the way in. Let's see, Watchtower was destroyed, but we killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that.
When the dragon died, I absorbed some kind of power.
It's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world.
What do they want with me?
The dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Being Thane is kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card. I like that.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Let's see, what did he give us? The Axe of Whiterun. Creatures and people up to level 5 flee from combat for 30 seconds. That ain't something I'm really too worried about. Not really. But now, we have steel arrows. That I do like. Okay, so I told you about the companion that we would get. And that would be Lydia. And here she is.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you.
I'm a Thane. What does that mean?
The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor. A gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are.
Like I said, get out of jail free card. What does a housecarl do?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
In that case, follow
Lead the
me.
way.
Okay, now, I will definitely not be going to the Greybeards on this episode, and probably not going to be doing it until I gain some more levels. Because for one, even though the Jarl did say that Hrothgar is a very peaceful place, between the steps that you're going, partway up the steps you're going to go up to get there, there is a frost troll. And you don't want to try to go up there by yourself. Take Lydia with you. Just in case you decide to go straight on up there to continue that quest immediately after you leave here, definitely take Lydia with you. In fact, I'm going to have Lydia with me through the videos right up until, at least until we are able to buy the house. And that's going to take a while because it's 5,000 gold. And we're only sitting on right now, let me see, let me hit my eye. Right now we're only sitting on 1699. Of course we're going to get more after we sell the dragon bones and the dragon scales and such. But that's only going to bring you maybe another 900 or so, because I don't think the guy here, he might hold 1,200 gold, but I doubt it. But whatever he holds, you want to make sure that you sell everything that you can and get every gold worth you can out of him. In fact, I would go ahead, knowing that you're going to get the money back, I'd go ahead and buy the things that you want to buy from him, just like I showed you how to do at the other shop. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this one right here, because anything that I do after this is going to be a little bit lengthy, and it's going to make this one run too long. I'm really tempted to, when I do go and meet the Greybeards, to go ahead and not show you running all that way, because it is a very long distance, and just getting there is going to be about a video length just to get there, let alone to actually do what I got to do once I am there. So I'm going to ponder on that. I'm going to go ahead and finish this video and think about whether I'm going to show the travels to get there, because there might be a couple of but animals that I got to kill on the way there because they attack me, and there's usually different bandit hideouts that I go ahead and clean out while I'm on my way there, and stuff like that. But I'll have to think on it. I may go ahead and make one video of getting there just because of the bandit places that I go ahead and clear out on the way there, because I think there's 2 of them, possibly 3, and that wouldn't make a bad video, really, to show everything to do to get there. Basically, all you do is once you get to a certain point, then you just follow the signs and it'll get you to the town at the bottom of the stairs. But anyway, that's all going to be for a totally different video, so I'm going to stop this one here. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit the dislike if you didn't like it. Go ahead and leave any comments. Any constructive criticism really helps me out, whether it's good, or bad, or indifferent. And have a wonderful day, and I will see you all on the next video.